You know, back when I was still having sex with men who wore Adidas slides and dirty white socks, you know the ones. I wish I could tell me then that I'd be married to like a whole ass pediatrician sitting outside in our backyard by the fire he built me drinking an old fashioned, waiting for him to come downstairs to join me because he's putting our kids to bed. Marry the nerd!
Shalom, Yasharallah. It's your brother Darashamonth, and I'm back with another lesson through the Spirit and Power Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I'm affiliate of the GMS Boys at Idaho camp. But before we get started, I want to say Call Halayim La, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone for bringing out this truth. And shalom to the whole full elect, which includes 144,000 rest of elect out there scattered around the world, including no speckled bird Israelites who may look like the other nations but are not. It's not a black thing. It's not about skin color at all. You are who you are according to the seed of your father. And this word goes out to the 12 tribes scattered abroad because the scriptures were written unto the nation of Israel. So, we'll title this short lesson, A Light Woman. And so you could tell from the intro, kind of, where this video is going, how this woman, being clamorous, not being shamefaced, not showing any discretion, basically, brought shame to her husband. I mean, she brought shame to her father too, Like, she ain't had that to do, she ain't had that to say. And I know we all under these curses. And, this is the situation that we're in. If you look at Amos chapter 7 and 17, it tells you what our wives shall be in the city. And that's true. We went against Yahweh Bashem and Yahushai, and he flipped the script on us. Okay? Showing us, that pain. So, as the scriptures say, she's not as the scriptures say, Salakia, as they say, in the streets, she's not yours. It's just your turn. All right. So this is Sirach chapter 7 and verse 26, and it says, "Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman." Okay. So a wife after your mind, somebody who's going along with your program. Okay. Sort of like you've raised this woman in a way, like you've molded her to be, for you, to be your helpmate, to be your servant, and she's taken that on. Okay? And that's the wife after your mind. But then it says, "But give not thyself over to a light woman." Okay? That easy woman. Okay? That woman who, was promiscuous and did all of these things. Okay, the woman that doesn't have discretion, that doesn't know how to be a woman or a lady. Okay? Don't give yourself over to her. Like, why would you wife that? You're setting yourself up for a fall, for the okie doke, okay? To get put in a shameful situation like, the man of this woman in this video is in currently. Let's go to, we just gonna stay in the book of Sirach for this one. This is Sirach chapter 26 and verse 14. It says, "A silent and loving woman is a gift from Yahweh." Okay? So if she was silent, not just talking, being clamorous, saying all of this stuff, situation wouldn't have happened. If she was loving to her husband, this wouldn't happen because that wasn't loving what she did. Okay? A silent and loving woman is a gift from Yahweh, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Okay? So, meaning that she was taught, the appropriate values that a woman should have. Okay? And that would have started in her father's household. And then, carried on in her husband's house. But obviously, that's not the case. A shamefast and faithful woman is a double grace, and our continent mind cannot be valued. And you can literally see how important that is. Just think about all these men out here dealing with these women, and they just don't have no peace. It's just always something. They just never be quiet. They'll tear you down. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 in verse 13, it says, "Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman." Nobody wants to feel heartbreak. And like we know, as the scriptures say, that all wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. So you wouldn't want to deal, with a wicked woman. That's something you want to stay far away from. So you wouldn't want to give yourself over to this light, wicked woman. Okay? And any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. Okay? I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Okay? Can you imagine that? Living with a lion is better than living with a wicked woman? That's insane to think about. But that's just how unbearable it could be. The wickedness of a woman changes her face, and darkening her countenance like sackcloth. All right? And you put on sackcloth when you mourning, man. That's not some joyous occasion. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Now imagine this man, watching this video or hearing his friends and stuff talk about that. You think he not sighing bitterly, man? Jake actually living out these things. And it's all in the scriptures, man. He was warned. Then we go to Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 22. It says, "A harlot shall be counted as spittle." Okay, refer to Amos 7 and 17. "A wife shall be harlot in the streets. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband." And now this is, we'll be talking about, that silent, loving type woman, that a good woman, not some promiscuous light woman, okay, who could fall under the definition of a harlot, okay, especially according to Amos 7 and 17. All right? A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. All right? And that's true. That's why Yahweh Shem Yahushai put us in this situation, because we was wicked towards him. He gave us these wicked women. The godly woman is given to him that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So if you're doing right by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he gonna look out for you. A dishonest woman could contempt shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, and we all know what a female dog is. An honest woman, but she that is shamefast will fear Yahweh. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all. So was this woman honoring her husband with this video that she made? Nope. Has she been judged wise? Nope. But she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. Wicked. Now, let's get a last group of precepts. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24, and it says, "He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest." Okay? That wife is supposed to be a helpmate unto you. Okay? But not a wicked wife. Okay? A wicked wife is just going to grieve you. Okay? She's just going to grieve you. Verse 25. "Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled." All right? So your women not supposed to be gadding abroad, just going all over, doing all these things. They're supposed to be at home. You're supposed to have that hedge of protection around them, not having them exposed to all these men and all these men faces and stuff like that. All right? But the way this society got it set up, it's not the most feasible thing. And he that had no wife will wander up and down mourning. Because a lot of men be burning, But that's it for this short lesson. Hope it was edifying. Shalom, Yasharal.